Alright, good morning. It's going to be a quick little morning introduction. We're headed up to Hot Springs to meet up with Steve from Unicoi Shuttle, and he's going to shuttle me up to Sam's Gap so I can hike back to my car at Hot Springs. It's about 45 miles. I'm going to attempt to do it in 3 days, but I've got a 4th day option just in case something goes haywire. And I also have a bailout option just in case I don't feel like doing the miles. But anyway, beautiful morning, chilly, but we gotta get on the road. I have a feeling that may be the last bit of blue sky we see in the next 3 days. So this is, again, I say, 45-mile section. But I wanted to use it as a training hike for the Georgia Loop that I'm doing in April, which is like a month out, where it's going to be like 4 days of like 15-mile days. So I need to make sure. I was kind of wanting to kind of test and see where I'm at, see how I'm going to do. Unfortunately, the shuttle driver couldn't get me earlier than 9:30, so we are getting like a late start today, which probably means some night hiking this evening. But I'm going to try to go at a more moderate pace than what I typically do today, because I think most of the views are tomorrow. I think there's 1 or 2 views today. I think High Rock's being one, but that's pretty nervous, really nervous, because like the weather is not going to be like the absolute best. I think today is going to be the best of the 3 days. The other 2 days there is a chance of rain, even though accumulation is like less than 1/10 of an inch, allegedly. It's a lot. I mean, it's hard to do those kind of miles and to do them in crappy conditions. But hopefully maybe it'll just be like foggy or something, which I kind of hope it's not entirely fogged in. It would be nice to have views, but I do love a good foggy hike too, though. So I did bring my hammock set up. I'll note that. Go ahead and note that, because we'll probably get to camp late, so I probably won't show it. I'm just going to set it up and crash probably. So if I complete this will be my next to last section done in North Carolina. So I would only I'm getting tongue tied. So I would have one more section to finish North Carolina. And we'll end it on a high note because we'll be going across Big Bald. So that last section would be Irwin to Sam's Gap. So I'm hoping to do that with Mom. But it's not supposed to rain today. It's supposed to rain, I think, tonight after 11. So we'll see. Anyway, excited, nervous, really nervous. I think I'm just more nervous than anything. But hopefully it'll settle out once we get on the trail. So I was texting my shuttle driver to see if I could change my pickup point from Hot Springs to Allen Gap and shorten it by about 15 miles. Because I look ahead, like I've got up here in Asheville and you can see the mountains and you can see the snow. Well, I don't mind hiking in snow. Trying to do 15-mile days in the snow is going to be challenging. And so I'm trying to play it smart, but I mean, it's like 40 minutes before pickup, and I'm trying to change course. I mean, like Allen Gap is on the way into Hot Springs, but it's kind of freaking out right now. So I was already nervous about the mileage. I didn't need snow on top of it. Back with me, so I have been able to change my pickup point to Allen Gap, thankfully, because there was snow up on the mountains, so we'll end up doing about 30 miles over the next 2.5 days. which is still probably the longest backpacking trip I've done lately, so it'll still be a good training trip for me. But yeah, I just figured it would be better safe than sorry. So we'll show you all the way. So we are going to park at Allen Gap and meet the shuttle driver there, and he'll drop us off at Sam's Gap. Trail is not here, so I think it might be everywhere this Dodge is at, or Chevy. Yeah, there's the Cherokee sign.
Welcome to Tennessee.
Is this the trail? Yeah, this is the trail. Well, I fits, so I will park here. But where's the trail go from here? Kind of confused. So apparently the trail, but I mean the trail has to cross the road here somewhere, I would think. I wonder if I do need to be parked up there. It's got me wondering. Big old mud pit here. It's frozen. Sally, what are you doing? Are you drooling? Or are you just that excited? Are you just that excited? Hi. Okay, so we got all that. So this is the parking area at Allen Gap. So the AT, which I mean, I'm assuming it's just because this is a little small parking area, but the AT actually is up there, and then it crosses the road. So, anyway. Okay. So, what is it usually down there?
Yeah, he lives in that first house down there.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Just keeping a foot up.
Yeah, appreciate it. Alright, so here we are, Sam's Gap. There goes Steve with Unicoi Shuttle. Alright, so, and we're going to head off. So, the AT keeps going up that way, starts its climb toward Big Bald. Got a little snow this morning. Come on, Sally girl. Sally's pack's a little wonky, so I may have to do some fixing, but I think I feel better now that we're doing the shorter miles. I don't feel so much stress, because I think with the snow it would have been hard to do the mileage we were thinking about doing. But so I think it's like 30 miles from here to Allen Gap, and we'll try to do about 8 miles today. Let's see how it goes. Definitely some ice, but definitely just recommend Steve with Unicoi Shuttle. Fantastic shuttle driver, very knowledgeable about the area. Sally, get out of the road. Come on, out of the road, out of the road, out of the road. That's obviously I-26. Come on, Sally. But yeah, so highly recommend Steve. Great guy. He's been doing a lot for the trail crews, getting the trail cleaned back up. So appreciate all the volunteers' hard work. Y'all are awesome. But we'll get up the trail, see what we see today. Of course, we're going to start out with an uphill. That's so cool. Okay. What's a steep little hill? Working the legs right out the gate. Alright, so 0.13, we're getting off on the trail. Looks like there's been some sort of bird or something. Alright. Whew, time to get on the dirt. Hey. So pretty with the snow. National Forest boundary. Trump's America. What? Old fence line. And I will note, I'm not doing Sally Cam because I just didn't want to deal with fetch and find GoPro. So, man, I love the sound of the snow under my feet. Like a good sized paw print. You can kind of see Sally's dog print versus the other one. That's so pretty. So I wonder if this is like a little campsite. 0.25. It's like you'd be camping on top of a gas pipeline, or this is the boundary marker. Okay, it's boundary. So, definitely good space here for a tent. You got a little fire ring here too. Well, that's interesting. The paw prints have quit. So we're about 10.8 miles to Flint Gap Shelter, but if we see something around the 8 to 10 mile mark, we'll just call it camp early. But, I mean, it's already 11 o'clock, so I don't kind of doubt we'll make it to Flint Gap. But there's like a little camping area, it looks like. Firing, but it's like I don't know where you would camp at unless it's over here. This is at 0.4. Don't really see. You could probably hammock hang maybe in here if you knock some of these briars and stuff down, but anyway, like I said, I mean, there's a fire ring there, but I just don't see a campsite. I mean, I guess maybe you could camp between these two, but like I really just don't see a good spot. Or maybe that to that, but I think this is dead. So no. So I will just go over my layers real quick. So I'm wearing the Adidas running pants over fleece lined leggings. I'm wearing my Light Heart fleece with a just tank underneath. It's one of those with the built-in bra or whatever. And yeah, that's it. I was wearing my, my synthetic jacket, but I was already getting too hot. And I've got my down jacket packed up along with my Alpha Fleece 120 pants for sleeping. So, my Alpha pretty good. Had to get my trekking pole out because it is a little slipperier with the snow. Gorgeous view here. So here at half mile in, nice view looking east here. It's an old road. Natural bowl of springs, creeks, meadow, forest passes. This is at 0.59. Let's see. So it's, come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So Romans 11:36, for of him and through him and to him are all things, to whom be glory forever. Amen. Really cool. So I'm assuming that's just a little rest spot here. Well, so that's about 0.59. It's just so pretty. Come on, Sally girl. Into that moss. That looks like old road. Honestly, I'm kind of glad we're getting walking snow. I've been wanting to do a snowy camp, and I really hadn't had a good one other than that trip me and Mom had, but actually hammock hang in it. So excited about this. Even though we did shorten the trip a little bit, so I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be funner. Hopefully we'll find us a good campsite. But I did not bring, I think the area is still under a fire ban, but of course with snow on the ground I don't think it'd be a big deal, but I didn't bring anything to do a fire because I figured with it being cooler and trying to get started earlier and stuff that people probably wouldn't. We'd just go to bed. Because I didn't even bring a book this time. Man, this is so pretty with the fence. Oh, but this is a really pretty spring hike. This may be one of those sections I do again once stuff starts blooming. Because I was watching some vlogs, and like in this section, there was a section where it was just a whole like thing of trilliums, and I just like, oh, Mom would love to see that. So, and I would love to see it. I love my spring wildflower season. Man, it's just so pretty. And I will note that my pack weight was about, I think 28 or 28 point something. But that's with all my rain gear. That's with a 0-degree underquilt and roughly 4 days of food. So I definitely overpacked on food with adjusting my timeline. But better safe than sorry. And I triple checked to make sure I had my spoon. So man, I was just jazzed to be out here. Oh goody, stairs. So these stairs start at about 1.88, 87. Oh wow. So this little area is at 1.23. Oh jeez. Across the trail, 1.27. Property corner. This is at 1.28. I can tell you, well, there's some wind up here. So I think all this is from Helene. See, it just sheared these limbs off these trees. Golly, look at that rhubarb. What a view. So we're looking toward I-26 going into Tennessee here. So this is the summit of Peter Cove Mountain, 1.36. What a view. Nice little rocky section here. This is at 1.44. There's that smile. It's taking her a minute to warm up today. Here are the limits. Come across the trail here. Let's see how are people going around this. This looks recent because like Maybe not. It's like he went, whoever's footsteps I'm in went kind of over this way. I'm just going however. Oh man, I'm just thoroughly enjoying this section of trail. There's some sort of track. That's just, I don't know what kind of animal that is. Anybody that's familiar with tracks, you know what this is? What do I know about tracking? Probably about as much as I know about whittling, which is not much. It's kind of fun just to see the tracks. So here's some more stud downfall. It's about the 1.64. Thank you again to the trail crews. Our first high point, side trail 1.8. We'll side trail out to High Rock. So we'll go check this out. See what kind of view we got here. Looks like maybe there's a campsite right there. Maybe. I mean, you could definitely fit a small tent in here. He's a good girl. Okay, let's go check out the view. And this is probably where we're gonna have our first snack break because we haven't snacked today yet. Man, I love these views. But I wasn't expecting this to go downhill, so. Definitely seems like there's more snow right here. Oh, wow, stop. Stay there. Beautiful view here. I think we're looking toward like Flag Pond. Yeah, we're looking toward Flag Pond. Oh, we're looking from High Rock toward High Rock. So I'm assuming it's over there somewhere. That's interesting. Alright, I need to go. So allegedly we're 9.4 from the shelter, from Flint Gap. Okay, let's go, Sally. Go, lead the way. I'm kind of doing the splits. Trying to reach down because there's really nowhere to step, so. Man, gorgeous view. Absolutely pretty. More's coming down, I think. This would be a good little day hike out of Sam's Gap, just to come up here. Okay, lead the way. Oh, and this was at 1.84, so not too terribly far off the trail. So it looks like the actual summit is over here. I mean, this looks like the tallest rock around. We'll say we're on top of High Rock here. Back on the AT, 1.89. I'm going to have a lemon only bar. Hadn't tried this one before, so we'll see. Like I said, I think I've had them in one other video, and it's basically a glorified Lara bar. But I think it does have a little more protein, maybe. So it's just something different. I seem to keep going back to the same bars. I guess there's a reason for that. That wind on this side is cold. Pretty good, actually. They're a good flavor. Great little view, 2.04. It is cold on this side of the mountain. It wasn't bad coming up from the Sam's Gap side, but this side there's a little more wind and you can definitely feel it. .07. Definitely fit a tent in here. I don't really see a good spot for a hammock, but 2.08. I tell you what, that lemon bar was really good. Because I've had the lemon Lara bar and I wasn't too crazy about it. It tasted like really strong, like fake lemon. But this is actually, like, that one was actually really good. Like, it just reminded me of like a lemon cookie. Trees down here too. This is it. 2.33. Another land survey mark. It's at 2.39. So I'm not gonna walk over there, but over there's I think Hogback Shelter, and they do have a bear bin locker thing. So I'm not gonna walk over there because we still got like probably just under 9 miles to go. Hey, there's some hikers. So yeah, we're 8.8 from the next shelter. So this junction is at 2.46. That looks cool over there in the snow. So that's the first people I've seen today. So like me, it's a little chillier than the forecast had said, like it was going to be in the 50s today. I don't think it's much. I think it's probably mid-30s, which has me concerned because I brought my 30-degree top coat because none of the lows were going to be below 30. So, whoa, I'm a little worried about that, but at least I did bring my 0-degree underquilt. I just opened my pack of Pro Bar gummies, so I just ate 3 of those. The strawberry flavor, so good. Trying to get me some energy to get up these next climb. Here across the trail. Kind of have to go around at 3.33. Man, it is so quiet. Just look how pretty this is. Alright, so I believe this is Rice Gap. I don't see a sign or anything. Yeah, it's Rice Gap. So we got about 1.7 or so. Probably a little more than that to the top of this next climb. To the top of Lick Rock. And then we drop down into Devil Fork Gap. And then we'll make the final climb to Flint Mountain from there. So, as I said, this Rice Gap 3.67. Big Sally's pack. Somehow I missed her little leg hole. So she's walked 3 miles, poor thing, with her pack not hooked up right. Oops. That should be a step over. That was it. 3.93. So here's a good little tent site at 3.96. Got a nice little fire ring. You could probably hammock hang between these 2 trees, maybe. This is across the trail. It goes that way. 3.98, but I want to cross down here. Here's a big tree that got broke. I wonder if all this is like splinters and stuff from when it snapped. A lot of dead trees right here. Definitely wouldn't want to camp here. 4.83. We've been walking along this section and I kept hearing stuff fall from the trees. It's ice melting off the tree limbs. That's what's at this elevation is ice. It's so crazy. So right there's our next climb, Lick Log Mountain, and then we'll have the descent to Devil's something Gap, and then from there to the shelter. So I think we got like 6.5 miles to the shelter. We got 4.5 hours of daylight left. Anyway, we'll just see where we end up. As I say, I mean, I would probably camp at a campsite if I found one maybe a mile or so before the shelter, but just so I can get stopped and eat everything before it gets dark. But I just don't know if there is one because there's not showing far out and nobody really mentioned any. So man, it's just so pretty. So right now I'm just kind of making the push to the shelter just to be safe and hope there's hammock trees. I did not bring. I had a thought there a minute ago. I should have brought my Nemo switchback for Sally to sleep on. That way I could use it if we end up staying in a shelter. But I was like, oh. But, I mean, really and truly, I've just not seen a lot of like good trees. You see a lot of dead trees. So I don't know. We'll just see. My other hope is maybe that there won't be too many people out camping and maybe we can just hang our hammock in the shelter. But I try not to do that because, I mean, you know, especially in this kind of weather, I know most people don't want to set up their tents. So, anyway, we'll just see. For now, I gotta save my breath for the hill. Across the trail at 5.34. So I was trying to peek out. So right down there is the Belcher Spur. It's shown on Gaia. I don't know what it is. But anyway, that was just before 5.42, probably about 5.41 or so. I had my head down coming up this hill and I wasn't paying attention. beautiful rock. That'd probably be a good rest spot on a sunny day. 5.45. Finally, we're top of the second climb. So this is the summit of Licked Rock. Where the rock was licked, I don't know. I don't even see a rock up here. I guess maybe it's under the snow. The summit's at 5.52. To this point, we've gained 2,064 feet. Now to enjoy down for a little bit. So I'm gonna have this Monk Foods caramel sea salt nut and seed bar. I mean, I don't even see a campsite up here. Cause even like, you know, for a hammock, like you got a lot of undergrowth and stuff. Just not, I have not seen much in the way of like, you know, just campsites just by the trail. .63. You could just about hang a hammock right here. What are we looking at right there? Big Bald? Yeah, I think that is Big Bald. That middle, kind of the middle section of this picture, I think. It's like right there. I think that's Big Bald. That's like the highest point. I hadn't done that yet. Looking forward to doing that. But I want to definitely do that when it's nice so we can camp up on the Bald. Man, this view is really cool. I wasn't expecting this. Look at that. There's I-26 over there. Man, beautiful. There's a lot that broke out right there too. Wow, look at that view. Really pretty. It's nice that this has been trimmed down so you can actually have the view. I think I said this was about 5.67 or so. Right now we're at 5.69. A lot of broke stuff here. 5.84. Alright. So now I think that's the last uphill for a while. 5.86. I think we got 2.7 to the next road and I think 3.1 or so just under the Devil's Fork Gap, and then from there it's uphill to the shelter for about 3 miles. So we got just under 4 hours of daylight, so we'll see where we end up. Beautiful though, it really is pretty. There's another big tree down. Another marker, 6.11. And I will note we're like 6 miles in and I have not heard a single water source. So be mindful of that, because I truly have not heard not even one like off the trail. So I don't know if it's under the snow or there's just not that much in this section. But beautiful wintertime views. Several uproots on this side. this big one here beside the trail. You got this whole hillside here. There's a bigger uproot. This is at 6.26. This is not easy for short people. That is definitely a challenge for short people. Because that's probably almost hip high. I kind of slid and then twisted. But Sally was able to jump up and over. So you would think like an area like this would be like a campsite. I mean, you could probably hang here, maybe. Like between a couple of these trees, but you just don't have much of an option. This looks like an old road or something, though. Okay, 6.38. Like I say, I mean, campsites are about as spread thin as water sources around here. Because, like I say, we haven't seen a water source, and we haven't seen but 2, like, just, you know, campsites. Just, you know. So, I don't know. Wow, this is cool. This is why I'm trying to get to the shelters, because I just don't think we're gonna find anything else. So this is at 6.41. Really pretty. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see it. I don't know if the GoPro's picking that up, but you can see the ice on the trees. Looks like there's some deer around here. I will say, I wasn't expecting to have so many nice views. I thought it was just going to be in the trees. So here's the first like water we've seen, 6.56. Oh, I guess you don't drink. Okay. See, there's a lot of even downfall even in this little area. Tree just growing on top of the rock. Oh, that's for the Appalachian Trail. It's a marker. 7.02. That's a lot of downfall in here. 7.04. This here looks like a little campsite, maybe. Just enough for a tent. 7.05. A big tree. If anybody knows if all of this is from Helene, because this seems like a lot of downfall. A little bit less snow on this side. I'm just curious, like other dog owners, if y'all see this, like, have y'all noticed when you get your dog out in the snow and stuff where it's cooler that they don't drink as much? Because, you know, we passed that last water source and Sally showed no interest in it. And that was the first water in 6 miles. And usually she's like just chug-a-lugging water. So I'm a little bit worried, but not too bad. So I know she's kind of picky at home too. So assuming they're like, you know, humans in that, you know, like when it's cooler, we tend not to drink as much water. But we're supposed to because you'll dehydrate. I don't know. Just a random afternoon question, I guess. I just love the trail going. That's so pretty. This section going down into Devil's Fork is really nice, other than just all the down stuff. But the trail itself is pretty nice, even with it being snow covered. Water, I see. It seems like I see a creek right down in there. It's at 7.35. Ton of needle ice where it's pushed up the dirt here at 7.47. Assuming this might be a water source at times, but not today. 7.52. I mean, there's a little bit of water here, but it'd be kind of hard to fill up anything. Definitely not as much snow. I really hope that's not a forest fire. Well, that would not be good. Be up here and get caught in a forest fire. It's just so pretty. Oh, I like the green rocks. So at this point we're about 4 miles from the shelter, from Flint Mountain Shelter. And it's about 3,600 feet elevation, just under, so it's about what we're at right now. So hopefully we won't be walking through too much more snow today. It's so pretty. So this little stream crossing is at 7.67. Thinking about going ahead and getting some water, but I'll wait till there's another water source on down that we'll get water at. It's just one long cascade. That'd be uproot. So this little cut through is at 7.72. I hope y'all can see that. That's really pretty. 7.74. I feel like it's getting colder, which is weird because since we're dropping in elevation, you'd think we would be warmer, not colder. There's a forestry boundary over there and a bearing tree too. That's at 7.86. Probably a little less than that. I just walked over there to use the restroom and all that. This is pretty. This is at 7.91. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and grab a liter of water here since it's flowing good. That way we have water for camp. That's one less thing we gotta do when we get there. But this is just really pretty. Water right there too. There's a couple of good drops here where you can get water. So this is Sugarloaf Branch. So I'm assuming this is Sugarloaf Branch Falls. Or Sugarloaf Branch Cascade. 7.91. And we did go ahead and grab a liter of water for camp. And now we gotta make the 3.9 miles to camp. This is like some sort of old road. Look at that needle ice. I'm really kind of worried about that fire smoke. Because it's been smoky right there in that spot all day. Well, that needle ice has made a mess of this section. It's really muddy. And that's just so pretty. I wonder if people have been camping right there in that little middle section. That looks like a good little campsite there. It almost looks like a fire ring, maybe. Can't tell. This is pretty. I don't know. I know we're like probably a half mile from the road, and I really don't like camping close to a road. This is really pretty though. At least you'd be by water and all that. Not a lot of dead trees here either that I see anyway. I mean, it just looks like the trail. Where's the trail go? Oh, it goes. So yeah, I mean, it's just a small enough spot here for a tent. You probably could hammock hang maybe right there. Maybe right there. But you can see people leave their tin full and crap in there. Oh, that campsite was at 8.12. Oh gosh, that was a big step. I was not expecting that. There's some sort of like sheet metal. I don't know what that's from. Now it looks like some sort of angle iron. Huh. Oh, there's like a campsite. Or a campfire ring, but I mean obviously it ain't used much, or the trees came down and maybe that was a good hammock spot. 8.15, but I say there's a fire ring here, but like I really don't see a place for a tent or a hammock. I'm thinking you could probably just go right over there and be in between the two little sides of the stream and get a hammock in there probably. I swear it feels like it's getting colder. I guess we'll get warmed up on the next climb. There's another little water crossing here. This is at 8.16. Let's see if I can get across through here without getting my feet completely soaked. Whoa. So it almost looks like an old road or something, trail over there, but it's not on Gaia. So I wonder if this is probably the old road that goes up to where the bearing tree and stuff was that we saw earlier, because there was like an old road like this. National Forest boundary. That's at 8.32. Some sort of fencing. Oh, it's a graveyard. This is 8.34. John Little, 1877 and 1967. He was almost 100 years old. 90. Dorothy Hensley. Yeah, closer look at this. I can't read. Yeah, 19. I think that's a 5. Yeah, so a month shy of 100th. I wonder if they lived up here. So this in here was kind of like a camping area. There's like the remnants of a fire pit. Definitely a good little tent site right here. Oh, right here's the fire ring. So yeah, you can set up a tent. I really don't see a good place for a hammock though. I wonder if this was like an old home place or something. It seems like a home place, like where they, would set up in a valley like this. So I wonder if these rocks were maybe part of a foundation or something. A little stream. 8.42. So I'm assuming this is Rice Gap. Oh, where's the trail go? It don't even show this being like any kind of trail junction. Oh, it's saying it's going right. Oh, maybe it's just going straight. No. Because I don't see a blaze over there. That's definitely not it. Oh, okay, I see the blaze down there. Okay. So that will... Well, it's just weird because it's got a double blaze on the back side, but then, like, just a single blaze on that. Why wouldn't you just have a single blaze on the other side? Anyway, that's at 8.57. Surprised there's no fire rings in here. Since this is kind of flat. Oh, right over there's one, I bet. Definitely looks good for trees and, tents and hammocks. 8.59. But like I say, I mean, from me personally, this is a little too close to the road and people's houses and stuff. Because there was just some like right over there on the other side of that hill. So we'll keep going. Even though this is tempting. Looks like some metal stuff over there. I'm gonna go over here and check this out real quick. What kind of contraption is that? Anybody know? It almost looks like maybe the remnants of like a car seat or something. You see, you got a little fire ring here. Plenty of trees here probably to hang off of. I mean, you got space out there for a tent and back here. So you got a few options here. Pretty nice. It's like a light fixture cover. So you can see, pretty flat here for a tent. And definitely over there, probably over there. You got a few options here for a hammock. Definitely pretty nice. Alright, let's get back on the trail. So 8.62. Like I say, it's like just right up there where you could probably hike in a lot easier. Let's see. This is not the trail. Okay. Back on the trail. 8.63. Looks like maybe people are camping right over there too. 8.67. I mean, you're literally right by the road. So it looks like it goes straight across and then turns right. So this is Laurel Branch, this little water source. And the road is Rector Laurel Road. And there's apparently a hostel down the road, down that way, called Laurel Hostel. Alright, so now we start the half-mile climb up to Devil Fork Gap. Quiet little valley. Okay. I tell Sally not to stop in the middle of the road, and guess what I do? Stop in the middle of the road. sun has tried to come out all day. 8.7. So this is about a half-mile climb, I believe. On water source, it's pretty much dry. 8.81. Red mushrooms here. Big tree split. Came down. The trees across the trail at 8.95. Top of this climb is 9 miles. What? Well, this is quiet. This is a campsite. Tree there's dead. There's a survey mark. Yeah, it's been a campsite. Firing here. And I just do not like these trees. We'll keep going to the shelter. But I mean, that would be definitely good for a tent. Kinda, I don't know, that tree there's leaning right where you put a tent. And that tree there. And I don't know. Might be better off going over here. But I don't know if this is actually an allowed campsite or if this is like private property. We just passed our first, I guess, through hiker. He kind of had a through hiker vibe, but does the AT only count if you go up and over the stairs? I'll be honest, the stairs kind of look wonky. I kind of want us to go ahead and go up and over them. Hopefully they're safe. I don't know. Spoon. Funny. Okay. Sally's like, what? What are you doing? Okay, move. Let's go. Mama had to do the stairs. I'm sorry. Those are at 9.08. I always want to kind of like talk to like the through hikers more, but they are on a mission. Like, I was going to ask that guy where he started today, but he was trucking by, so I was like, okay. Hi and bye. Enjoy this last downhill before we make the final push to the shelter. So we're just under 3 miles, I think. Honestly, I probably could just like set up between these two trees. Definitely looks like we'll be in snow maybe tomorrow. Because I think those towers yonder is where we'll be hiking tomorrow, I think. I tell you what, like, Carolina Mountain Club does a really good with their signs, because they actually tell you how far the shelters and stuff are. So according to that, it's 8.5, but I've done 9.11 for what it's worth. Is that a wishing well down there? This is pretty. That looks like a tire of some sort. Okay, and there's the climb. Blech. It's interesting because on the shuttle ride up, there was a couple of cars here, so maybe they were just day hiking. So I don't know. Maybe we might have the shelter to ourselves. It just depends. I'm thinking we're still ahead of the bubble as far as like through hikers go. So it might be one or two, but I mean, ideally, I would like to be in my hammock. I really would. But I also want kind of a dry place where I'm not sitting on the muddy ground eating dinner. Feels a little muddy and slippery. It's pretty though. There's that smoke. Maybe that's just somebody's chimney or something. You're too cute. Oh, you are a muddy mess. You're getting your own tent. You're getting in your own tent tonight, baby. Yeah. Okay. This is Devil's Fork Gap. I don't see another sign. Alright. Let's go, Sally. But I like looking at the map, the elevation gain on this side is not as severe. This road, the Devil's Fork Gap, is at 9.21. Yeah, we're 2.7 to the shelter. No through truck tractors with trailers longer than 30 feet. .7. So we're 21.6 to the car. Oh, this is tempting. 9.32. So I could definitely hang my hammock between these two trees. That's tempting. Really nice campsite. Good for tents and a hammock. One hammock. I don't know if you could get two in here or not. We'll keep going. We still got just under 2 hours of daylight. And only, I think, 2.6 or so to the shelter. So unless I see another one like that or similar on up, I'd like to get at least 10 miles today. That way I can maybe do like 12 tomorrow and have like a shorter day on Sunday. But we'll see. We'll see how tomorrow. We gotta finish today and get through tomorrow. But, man. I don't know if I said that was about 9.33 or 34. I can smell that smoke. Whole pile of rocks here. This is a 9.47. Nice view here through the trees. 9.49. That thing hadn't been dropping limbs, I'd be tempted to throw up camping right in here. I wonder if people had been camping, because right there's like a little fire ring. I don't know, there seems to be a lot of stuff dropping. I think we'll press on. But, I mean, if you needed a campsite, there's one at 9.72. That's a big old rock. 9.8. A little, like, water source potentially, but it's dry. 9.92. There's another one just past the last one. Got a little bit of water. It'd be kind of hard to fill up anything. Not one single little bit of sunshine today. And it definitely didn't get 50-some degrees. I don't know how cold it is, but it's funny, I've got that thermometer at Gobi that a lot of backpackers use, and I so rarely think to check that app. And like I say, I guess my biggest like nitpick with it is it don't factor like wind speed, so it don't give you like a wind chill, and that's more of probably what I'm interested in. But I mean, I can go back and look at the history and see, but I would be surprised if it got even mid-40s today. Another through hiker. I did think that she was actually willing to stop and chat for a minute. So she did say that there's 3 people in the shelter and 1 or 2 people in tent already. So if we see a campsite before the shelter, we'll probably stop. I probably should have stopped at that last one. I swear, I think I hear rain or something. I just can't tell if that's maybe some of that leftover ice from this morning, or if that's actually rain. It wasn't supposed to rain until after 11. Today may be the day I just eat a tamale and call it a day. So I got my umbrella out because it just seems like it's kind of drizzling or doing something. See how I got a little bit of water right there? That's it. 10.21. Oh, nice little running water source here. That's it. 10.28. I put the umbrella back up. I was just not balancing it well with the trekking pole and everything else. So. And of course, I put it up and it starts raining harder. Go figure. This section has been really nice, really pretty. Relatively rolling, so nothing too steep or anything. About 1.3 now from the shelter. I think that may be where we're going in the morning. And then along that ridge. Too bad that ain't a campsite. That'd be nice. We're up on top of a ridge right there. Dang, look at that tree. He didn't fell yet. It's just split. I think I'm pointing the right way. Yeah, that one right there. He didn't even fell yet. That's a big tree too. It's a shame this ain't a campsite. Looks like maybe people's been using this as a tent site, but I don't think that's big enough for my hammock. That's it. 10.74. This is really pretty. And it's super easy. Like, I mean, as far as the tread and stuff, it's really nice. Not a lot of obstacles or anything. And I'll go ahead and make the note now that I don't know how much I'll film if I do end up by the shelter, because I want to respect everybody's privacy and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I'll try to at least show the meal and stuff like that, but I try not to film too much. So it looks like people maybe are camping here. If there was another tree here that I could fit my hammock between, I think I'd do that. But so this little campsite, 10.91, because I don't think I can get my straps around these big trees. Campsite just above the trail, 10.99. Good campsite, but that tree's dead. That tree looks kind of dead. This is leaning. Big limb kind of dead in that. And nowhere over here to hang. I don't think. Okay, we'll keep going. That's unfortunate. But I mean, if you got a tent, you could probably stay here and not have a problem. Tent, let's say 10.99. It'd be kind of easy to pass as you're going south. But easy to spot going northbound. You can see the rain, whatever over that way. Looks like, or is that smoke? Can't tell. This is the rockiest the trail's been the whole day. How you doing, Sally? Dang, that's a big uproot. 11.75. So here at 11.83, there's a little water source running. Another good little, this is a really good source here, 11.86. Yeah, like there's a little pipe. That's the shelter. So here's the bear box. Just now we just need to keep an eye open for hammock spot. Let's see. Okay, so here's the shelter. No, Sally. 11.91. The next shelter's 5.7. There's the shelter. I just need to find 2 trees. Somewhere. Come on, Sally. Wait. Make sure I'm not hanging into a bear thing. Well, I tell you what, I wish I had brought the freaking tent. I was so close to bringing the tent too. Let's see, wait, what did it say? Water. Like the north to south sign. see. Okay, maybe we can find something back here. I want to make sure I'm not in the way because I have a feeling this is the privy. I don't want somebody to stumble over my guy lines. But really, there's not a ton of space here to even tent. Where is the privy? Heck, I don't even see it. We'll find something and make it work, but I just kind of want to. Okay, yeah, there's the privy. Go ahead and give y'all the reference. Ah, dang it. Sorry, I'm starting to get hungry here. Big platform. Itty bitty privy. But, I mean, you're sheltered, so let's get up here and see if we can find a spot. 11.96 is the privy. Because the rain definitely seems like it's picking up. I'm going to try to set up between this tree and this tree. Make the best of it. Hopefully these ain't dead. I don't know why this is bored out like that. Because I don't think I saw another couple of trees anywhere. Let's see. Yeah, I might could set up maybe between these two trees. Let's do that. That way we're kind of, people have a clear path to the privy. I feel bad because I'm like the last one to camp. Still trying to cook and all that. So yeah, I'm just kind of, you can see where I'm kind of set up here. Just trying to do all the evening things. Sally done ate. She's ready for bed. Okay, so for dinner, on this wild boar bacon bean stew, I think I'm still kind of deciding whether I want to even cook or not. Giggles and sun cups. And honestly, I may just do these and the stew and forget about the giggles for tonight. And Sally's choosing to lay out in the rain. Come on, Sally. I think it's just down here. So I'll go ahead and wrap up the day. So we end up with like 12 miles today. Great day on trail. I wasn't really expecting that much snow, to be honest, but it was pretty. But I'll be honest, I don't know, if I want a second day of that. Walk past that. But yeah, I mean, just everybody's in bed right now, so I kind of feel bad. I'm rustling and do all my evening stuff, I hate getting to camp late. Like, it's just not enjoyable. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. Okay, push lights. Okay, so it's like those. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be loud, ain't it? Anyway, yeah, so I say great day on trail. I just hate I got to camp late, but I did what I could do without being too stressed about time and, not falling asleep and busting my butt. But meal was good. It was the wild boar bacon bean stew by Stowaway. Really good. I had 2 like Reese cup type things, but it was like sun butter, just like sunflower butter, like peanut butter, like a peanut butter knockoff. Anyway, that's all I got. So I'm just ready to lay down. I'm so tired. Like, I don't even know if I'm tired. I think I'm just sore. Like, I feel sore or something. I think I just want to relax. But anyway, I think that's pretty much all I'm going to record tonight. You can kind of see my hammock light. Maybe, I don't know if it's picking it up. I can see it, but I don't know if the camera can. I see some stars. That's good. Anyway, we'll go to bed. Call it a night. We'll see y'all in the morning. What's that? Oh, there's the moon.